only one, April Verch, and Banjo Menzel. Well, when we were talking to David about doing this show, we said, well, when we do the holiday cheer tour, even the things that aren't necessarily the holidays, when April gets together at the holidays with her friends and family, and when I get together with my friends and family, we're doing exactly this. It's probably not on a stage with a bunch of people watching. It's everybody participating. But so that dancing and that music, it feels just like the holidays to us.
It does. We're pretty lucky to both come from families and traditions that we grew up with, where that was a big part of our life. And pretty cool that we get to continue to do it, and we love sharing it. So we hope that you'll enjoy getting a little taste of some of those traditions tonight.
I like telling an old story a new way, and so this is the first Christmas song I ever wrote. I was in a beautiful old restored church in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And it was snow. It was right around the holiday times. There was snow on the ground. There was a beautiful carved nativity scene there in the church. And the phrase, "Snow falls around the manger and love melts it away," dropped down in my head. And so I started writing a song, and I wrote it between sound check and the show that night. And my sister, my late sister, was a pastor. And so I sent her an email when I got back to the hotel that night. I said, "Sister," called her sister. "Sister, I've written a Christmas song." And I guess she thought, well, the old heathen brother would write about gumdrops and candy canes. I don't know. But I could almost feel the disdain in the response. It was like, oh, send me the lyrics. So I did. And she wrote back right away and she said, "Oh, you mentioned God and everything." So this, I'll send this up to my sister in heaven. This is On This Christmas Day. Snow falls round the manger, love melts it away. Greet the host of angels on this Christmas day. When the lambs start speaking as they kneel down to pray, you'll find the peace you're seeking on this Christmas day. Alleluia, sings the choir. Alleluia, come what may. Alleluia, every hour of Christmas Day. Hear three royal strangers sing of a star obeyed, shielded from all danger on this Christmas Day. From the east they travel, a message to convey. The mysteries unravel on this Christmas Day. Alleluia, sings the choir. Alleluia, come what may. Alleluia, every hour of Christmas Day. See the precious infant, made from holy clay, Oh, what a lovely present on this Christmas day, with just the perfect mother to guide him on his way. A baby like no other on this Christmas day. You know it. Hallelujah, sings the choir. Hallelujah, come what may. Hallelujah, every hour of Christmas Day. Hallelujah, sings the choir. Hallelujah, come what may. Hallelujah, every hour of Christmas Day. Hallelujah, every hour of Christmas Day.
It is such a pleasure to perform with Joe and to be able to perform the songs that he has written, which are always my favorites. He's a tremendous songwriter, as you know, and I've started writing some songs over the last few years, but I was a tune writer first because I was a fiddle player long before anything else. And we're going to try one of my original tunes for you next. Joe and I have been playing together for about 2 years now, but this is our third annual Christmas tour because we started in October. So we've got 3 of these tours already. And some of you were probably, I know at least a couple of you were at some of our very first shows. And we have had a wonderful time. We had a mutual friend that kept telling us we should meet up and play together, and we finally got tired of hearing about it, so we did it just to shut her up. And it turns out she was right. We've been having a blast. And I wrote this tune before Joe and I met for the first time. We did things kind of backwards, I guess you would say. We actually talked on the phone and decided that we wanted to try this, and then we booked some shows just through phone and email with each other, and then we met for the very first time a couple months later. Luckily, we liked each other. And so when we met for that first rehearsal, I was excited and nervous all at once, and I was trying to warm up, and I got tired of doing that. And so I was noodling around, and I had this tune start to come to me, and I thought, well, I'll go with it and see how far I get before he arrives. And I had the whole thing written by the time he showed up.
Now. I said I'll be there between 12 and 1. I was there around 12:45. What I didn't know, I know now, is that when I say between 12 and 1, to Verch that means 11:45.
You should have said you'd be there at 1, and then you would have been right on time.
There you go.
If you're not early, you're late.
That's true. So the only thing left is to tell them the name of the tune.
Yes, this is called Waiting for Joe.
modest to tell you this, but I'm going to brag on it. April Verch is the first woman to win both the All-Canada and the Canadian National Fiddle Championship. So one of the things that April and I like to do when we get together is we like to play music that we don't play in our other configurations. April has the great April Verch Band. If you have never seen the April Verch Band, you need to go see the April Verch Band. I play often with Mike Compton. That's my other. I have my two favorite duos. I'm in. Mike Compton a lot around this whole world. But when April and I play together, we play Verch and Newberry and Verch music. And so you won't hear this in other configurations. And I like bringing new songs to her. I wrote this one with the great Cy Khan, who lives down in Charlotte. He likes my stuff. And so he emailed me. Dear Joe, he's a fast typist. Dear Joe, come down and write with me. And I think by the time he hit send, I was at his front door. And this is really true. He opened the door. He said, here's a chorus, write some verses, and we were off. And this is the title cut to the CD that you'll find out there at the break and afterwards, called Going Home. I've wandered far, away from friends, and everything I knew. I left my home, I left my kin. Sadder yet, I left you. I'm going home, going home. I have been away too long. I'm going home, I'm going home. Did you miss me while I was gone? Did you miss me while I was gone? This hard old world beat me down till I was black and blue. The music on, no more the sound, nothing left that I found true. I'm going home, I'm going home. I have been away too long. I'm going home, I'm going home. Did you miss me while I was gone? Did you miss me while I was gone? As I lay down in some old barn, I dreamed a dream last night of you. You said you'd keep me from all harm if one favor I would do. You said,
Come on home, come on home. You have been away too long. Come on home, come on home. John on sound and Matt on lights. It makes our job so much fun. That means there's no excuses, Joe. They're good, so anything that goes wrong is all on us tonight. Nobody to blame. Well, we're going to sing a song that I co-wrote with Becky Buller. She's a fabulous fiddle player and singer and songwriter. She leads the Becky Buller Band, and this is the only song we've co-written together so far. We did it over Skype. That was my first Skype writing date as well. We both were talking about all of the various family traditions that we had and pulling out ornaments that were special to us. And it's one thing that I've learned as the older I get, the more bittersweet some of those Christmas time memories are, because things change and people pass on, and I know that we all celebrate different things. Joe and I celebrate Christmas, but we call this our holiday cheer tour because it's holiday time, and whatever you celebrate, hopefully you have some of those traditions and memories that you hold dear, and you have time to reflect on it at this time of the year. And so for me, it's when I go home and I go to church, it's bittersweet because I miss the voice of my Aunt Mickey, who passed away a few years ago now, and she was not a good singer. But she sang out so loud and proud, and I can almost hear her voice, you know? And I miss snuggling up to my Granny Verch's fur coat, which was hideous and fake, but it was so warm and she was so wonderful. And so the tacky Christmas decorations that I know are totally, you know, out of fashion but have been there since I was born mean something new. And those are the things that we were talking about when we wrote this song. It's called The Box. I stared out the frosty window as the sunlight danced on sparkling snow. In a fragrant hush of evergreen, cedar, cinnamon, and clove, firstborn over all creation, come to earth to reign as Prince of Peace. The perfect gift given at the perfect time to save you and me.
So we're going to have a little holiday party here. She's not going to play. I'm going to play a tune for her, and she's going to dance the tune back to me. Yeah.
Putting my fiddle down, that means I'm getting serious about this. This style of dancing is called Ottawa Valley step dancing. I'm from the Ottawa Valley, which is in northeastern Ontario, and there's many forms of step dancing, of course, and many styles of step dancing within Canada, but this particular style is from the Ottawa Valley. So I love dancing to Joe's banjo playing, especially when the banjo's in tune.
That's never happened yet. I go around this and teach at these camps, and part of it is teaching music. But part of it is teaching people how to approach being a banjo player. And I tell people when they're apologizing for being in tune, tuning a banjo is like being an airline mechanic. You want to make sure you do it just right, and it's worth the wait. I'll sit at the gate until they get it right. There we go. Will you do that step that I like so much? All right. You'll know the one because I'll break out in a big grin. Black Step Cindy from Surrey County, North Carolina. So one of the reasons that April and I get on so well is that the people that settled the Ottawa Valley are a lot of the same people that settled Missouri. And so these tunes, even if I don't know the tunes or the dance steps, they kind of look familiar to me. Should we do is it the trenches time?
Yeah.
I would like to do it's just about my favorite holiday Christmas song. It was written by John McCutcheon. And it's, what a fine man and what a fine musician he is. This was the 100th anniversary last month of the war to end all wars. The 11th hour, the 11th day of the 11th month. In the early part of the war, there was a Christmas truce on Christmas Eve, 1914. It's a true story. And John wrote this song in about 20 minutes. My name is Francis Tolliver. I come from Liverpool. 2 years ago, the war was waiting for me after school. From Belgium and to Flanders, to Germany to here, I fought for king and country I love dear. Christmas in the trenches, where the frost so bitter hung. The frozen fields of France were still, no Christmas songs were sung. Our families back in England were toasting us that day. They're brave and glorious lads so far away. I was lying with my messmates on the cold and rocky ground, when across the line of battle came a most peculiar sound. Says I, now listen up, me boys, each soldier strained to hear, as one young German voice rang out so clear. He's singing bloody well, you know, my partner says to me. Soon one by one, each German voice joined in harmony. Cannons rested silent, the gas clouds rolled no more, as Christmas brought us respite from the war. After they were finished, and a reverent pause was spent, God rest ye merry gentlemen, struck up some lads from Kent. And the next they sang was Still a Night. It's silent night, says I, and in two tongues one song filled up the sky. There's someone coming toward us, the front line sentry cried. All sights were fixed on one lone figure coming from their side. His truce flag like a Christmas star shone on that plain so bright, as he bravely stepped unarmed into the night. One by one, on either side, stepped in to no man's land. With neither gun nor bayonet, we met there, hand to hand. We shared some secret brandy, and we wished each other well. And in a flare-lit soccer game, we gave 'em hell. Traded chocolates and cigarettes and photographs from home. Sons and fathers far away from families of their own. Young Sanders played his squeeze box Once daylight stole upon us, France was France once more. With sad farewells, we each began to settle back to war. But the question haunted every heart that beat that wondrous night. Whose family have I fixed within my sights? Christmas in the trenches, where the frost so bitter hung. The frozen fields of France were warmed as songs of peace were sung. And the walls they kept between us to exact the work of war had been crumbled and were gone forevermore. Francis Tolliver, in Liverpool I dwell. Each Christmas comes since World War I, well, I've learned my lessons well. That the ones who call the shots won't be among the dead and lame, and on each end of the rifle we're the same. I'll tell you what, brothers and sisters, if you don't feel it, don't sing it. That's a beautiful song. How about a hand for John McCutcheon for writing that one? We'll do one that I wrote this some years ago. I had never written. I like giving myself little tasks, and I had never written a New Year's song. So I said, well, I'm going to write a New Year's song. And so I did, and just to have something to sing it to, I used the old melody from Stephen Foster's Nellie Bly. And I said, well, when I get a better melody, I'll work on one up. And then I realized there is no better melody. So I kept it to the tune of Nellie Bly.
We'll start with that one, and then we'll go into Breaking Up Christmas, which is something that I've come to know of through Joe, and I'm sure many of you know of that tradition.
Do you know about Breaking Up Christmas?
New to me.
Do you know it? No. Up in the mountains, between December 25th and January 6th, Old Christmas, the Epiphany, they do just enough to get by during the day. They work a little bit, but what they really are waiting for is nighttime, when they have movable parties. They'll go to a different house every night. And they'll take all the furniture out of 2 rooms, and they'll have dances, and they'll eat good food, and they play this tune, Breaking Up Christmas, and that's what they do. They break up Christmas. So we shall break up a little Christmas for you tonight.
We'll do the first day of the year and Breaking Up Christmas, and then we'll take a short break for intermission, give you a chance to stretch for a few, and come back and do another set. Promise it'll be all different music.
Rosin up the bow just right, draw the dancers near. Music sweet into the night, the first day of the year. Ring the banjo, take it down, let your heart have cheer. Take the tune, pass it round the first day of the year. January through December, 12 months make a year. Joy and sorrow to remember as we travel here. January through make a year. Joy and sorrow to remember as we travel here. Black-eyed peas for luck, make enough to share. Collards green like new sawbucks, the first day of the year. Celebrate with kith and kin from far away and near. Oh, what a fine way to begin the first day of the year. January through December, 12 months make a year. Joy and sorrow to remember as we travel here. January through December, 12 months make a year. Joy and sorrow to remember as we travel here. Way back yonder, long time ago, the old folks danced a do-si-do. Hooray, Jake, hooray, John, breaking up Christmas right along. Late last week in the middle of the creek, I saw old Sandy washing his feet. Hooray, Jake, hooray, John, breaking up Christmas all night long.